Grand Rising wonderful souls, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new to my channel, my name is Bronwen and it's really good to see you here. If you are a returning subscriber soul family, it's good to have you back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments and your subscribes. I appreciate them all. Let's get straight into it. Let's see what wants to come through. And I wanted to grab this deck straight away. I got pulled over to it. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know? Someone here, it's something to do with advice taken, or the way in which you said something and then taking it out of context, then creating an action from that, and then when things haven't gone their way, coming back and going, but you said this to me. Because I keep hearing, you said this, you said to go and do this, and I went and done this, and this is what happens, and it's your fault. I've got the Seven of Cups coming out here. So someone's had some sort of reality check happen. They've accepted something here. Maybe there's something about needing to accept either the situation that you're in, or this person needs to accept the situation that they're in. I'm going to ring this bell. This is just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, and 1. And I just heard, put it back where it goes. So someone here is very, they're giving energy of like an old Karen, if I'm being honest. Someone is not happy. They like things being done their way. And I do feel like if somebody took your advice, it's something that would have been scary for them, because change is scary. For this person, change is scary. So even looking at doing something different that isn't their status quo, their reliable routine, you know, it kind of frightens them. So if they've tripped up, they've gone, well, no, I can't do that, and you told me to do that, and I'm not going to try doing that again. I'm not taking a risk. It's like, come on, if you're going to try something new, you're not going to be you're not going to have an 8 of Pentacles straight away. You're not going to be really, really good at it straight away. You have to practice a couple of times, and you might trip and fall. That's trial and error. That's part of learning and growing. And this person seems to be very rigid. And it reminds me of me when I was younger. There's no tea, no shade, right? When I was younger, I dated a surfer back in my 20s. And I remember he made surfing look so effortlessly easy. It's like, yeah, you jump up and you're fine. He was also a surf instructor. And we went out for the day, and he was just like, look, I'm going to teach you. We'll go down to like the baby waves. Baby waves were like by my ankles. Do you think this B word could stand up on a surfboard? Do you think I could stand up? The entire flipping day, I tried. Oh my gosh. I used to be the type of person that if I can't do it, I want to flip a table. F everyone. I don't want to do this anymore. And I would get really emotionally upset. Like, I can't do it. You made it look really easy. And that was back when I was a page. I was page energy back then. And it takes time to learn that you have to adapt with change, and that you are going to fall flat on your face. And I fell in the water lots and lots and lots. And the next day, my arms were killing me. Muscles were hurting that I didn't even know that I had. And there was not one photograph of me standing on a surfboard. And it really annoyed me. It really annoyed me up until like maybe 5 years ago, 2 years ago. It annoyed me that I never learned to surf. And I feel like whoever this person is, and I'm grinning because, come on now, you're going to learn something new. It takes time, and it takes commitment, and it takes blood, sweat and tears. And whoever this person is, they are too frightened to even try. They're too frightened to even try, and they've fallen down at the first hurdle. And it seems like they're blaming you for some reason, because you told them, with the 5 of Cups being here, look at the cup as being half empty, half full rather than half empty. Change your perspective on things, you know. And I don't know if this person was kind of like embodying my energy from my 20s, when it was, well, okay, I'm going to be positive mindset, and then I want to have more money in my bank, and it's just going to work, and it's going to happen within, you know, you kind of feed into the videos that you see that says, just do these 3 things and within 24 hours you will be a millionaire. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's that easy. No, honey, it's not. It's not. That's clickbait. It does seem like this person is like, if it doesn't work the first time, it's not going to work at all, because you have the 9 of Cups here. They're unhappy with something here. They're very, very unhappy with something. And I think the knee-jerk reaction is to blame everyone else and to be bitter at the world, rather than to blame self and be like, okay, accountability. Because do you know what? When I started this, when I connected in for this reading and I asked Spirit, what is this reading about? I heard accountability. Someone not wanting to take accountability. And look, you have the 5 of Swords coming out. You have the 6 of Cups. So the 5 of Swords is looking at conflict. This is looking at conflict. This is some sort of truth, like a home truth someone wants to tell you. With the 4 of Swords in the background, this is rest and reflection. So someone here has been not so much resting and reflecting, it's more stewing on something. And then you have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is going down memory lane. It's the past, it's nostalgia, it could be childhood. Doesn't have to be, but it does seem like something in the past is, this person's holding on to something in the past, maybe something that you said, advice you gave. The Death card's coming out to the 4 of Pentacles. Let go of control. You may have told someone to let go of control. And what comes to mind is, and I've said this to family members before, is that we can't change how other people act towards us, but we can change the way that we react to those actions. You know, people can be rude or shouty or project how they feel. It's our choice whether or not we allow that energy into our space, and whether we're going to respond or react to that, or whether we're just not going to respond at all. So interesting, because we have a lot of 5 of Swords energy coming out here. This person may have argued against something here, because I feel like this person wants to take the leap, but they're too frightened to let go of control. And remember, my understanding of control is, if someone's trying to control you, or you're trying to control someone else, or you're trying to control a narrative, whatever it is with control, it's coming from a place of insecurity. It's coming from a place of not feeling safe. If you feel safe, you don't feel the need to control. You can just flow with. You may have given that advice, and they may have tried, but they tried very feebly. I don't really want to use that word, but that's the word that's coming to mind, feebly. Like, I'll give it a go, but I'm not going to put 100% in. And even if they put 100% in, like, they fell or they failed. In their mind, they failed, and they were just like, oh gosh, I failed. I'm not ever going to try that again. I'm not going to show that vulnerable part of myself. Can you imagine being someone who is like, you know, you see tattooists and they can do hyper realism, like portraits. Well, they illustrate like that as well. And they didn't pick up a pen or pencil when they were 5 years old and, oh my gosh, they've just drawn, I don't know, they've just done a beautiful painting or drawing that is hyper real. It takes time to practice that, and sometimes it can take years. There is something here that this person wants to do instantly. What is it that they want to do instantly? What was it that they want to do instantly? Heal. That's crazy. You can't instantly heal from anything. You know, I mean, the shortest healing time we have is a couple of days, but that's when you cut yourself and your skin, you know, fuses itself back together. But if we're talking about emotions, that takes sometimes a lifetime, depending on what the trauma is. I'm not a therapist. I can only go by my own experiences, that I'm still healing from things from my childhood. And it's not to say that I'm walking around with a heavy cloud over my head, but it takes commitment, time, and patience. Patience is something that I never had when I was a kid. I wanted things yesterday, and it seems like this person does too, because we have the 3 of Swords coming out in reverse. The 3 of Swords is talking about pain, loss, grief, all of those kind of volatile energies that we have, that eats up a lot of our time in how we think and process the emotion that we have, because it's both heart and mind. So it's the emotional body and the mental body. That being in reverse is, it's slowly healing something here. Someone's angry. They may be feeling anger, and it's misplaced anger. And isn't that strange that, because I personally think we live in a society where we really are encouraged not to show certain emotions, whether you are male or female or in between, you know, irrespective of that. We're told not to show when we are angry. We're told not to show when we are feeling, you know, down in the dumps. And it's only been in the last couple of years, let's say, from what I've seen, that we are now encouraging people to talk about their emotions, talk about their mental health. I feel like this person may have come from an era where talking about mental health or healing wasn't a thing, or they may have been brought up in a household where focus was not on emotional well-being, because there's something here with them fearing their own shadow or fearing looking at themselves. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out, and the Knight of Pentacles to me has always been about slow growth. It's small increments. It's looking at a plant and thinking that plant has not moved at all. It hasn't grown. And then you don't see that, you don't look at the plant for a week and all of a sudden it's got a flower on it. And that's because there is this small growth that's happening every day. We just don't see it. And I think I've done a reading on that, talking about it's only when we place a camera and speed it up that we see the growth coming through. And I think that this person may be finding that concept quite difficult. Who is this person, please? Who is this person that is blaming collective? Who is this person? The Hierophant, somebody that you're separated from. Page of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Okay, so this is somebody that maybe you had tried to create another opportunity with them to grow, and they didn't want that, or they were too frightened to do so, because the Hierophant coming out in reverse, this could be an ex-husband, like ex-wife, it could be an ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, this could be a family member. I mean, I'm not really getting family just yet, but we should leave that open because you never know. It could be an estranged sibling, parent, cousin. The Page of Pentacles coming out, though, is about opportunities. And I'm putting this down next to death. So it's clarifying death. That there's an opportunity that is gone, or this person has closed, they've shut down. They tried once and they've shut down. You also have the King of Swords coming out. So this person seems to be projecting their fear or how they feel about self onto you, because this is all up in their head. This is all up in their headspace right now. We have the Five of Swords, and then we have the King of Swords in reverse. So this is a lot of mental chatter. This is a lot of kind of like the energy of having an argument with somebody and not really knowing what to say in the moment, and then afterwards kind of like replaying it and going, I should have said that and this, and I can't believe that you were wearing that, and blah 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 blah. That's what I'm getting here. The King of Swords is not just about the law. You know, I do whenever it comes out talk about the law or military and blah blah blah, but it's also to do with morals. This is morals. This person is they're either painting you as being someone that you're not, or they've just painted you as an identity that doesn't fit you. Because the King of Swords in reverse is someone that has low morals. They don't do things by the book. They're not on the straight and narrow. They're not pure of heart is what I'm hearing. And this person is literally like, well, you made it so easy to look like, you've made it look easy, healing, even though it's flipping not. And this is like pulling us back to the start of this reading, talking about one of my old boyfriends, the way that he made surfing look so easy. This dude would do a handstand while going across a wave. He'd make it look so easy, I could just about stand up. Because it's not. He'd been surfing since he was a child, and he'd been working and honing in his practice for a very long time, and became one with the water. The same as like when this person is looking at the path that you have taken to heal, and there's separation. You aren't around this person anymore. There's something here about controlling to the point of having to move away, because we have the Hierophant to the Four of Pentacles. Controlling and to the point of, I have to move away from this person. Either they're controlling the narrative within their mind, I can't change, that's just the way that I am. And that is one saying that has, when I was younger, it used to irritate the ish out of me. It's, look, do you know what? So-and-so's just like that. Oh, what, they're just a bully, or they're just not a mean person, or they're just lazy and they don't want to work. That's just the way they are. Or are you making excuses for their non-behaviour? You know, that energy is coming up as well. Four of Swords coming out here to the Three of Swords. This person's not seeing that healing takes time. Healing with the Four of Swords being here, it's rest. It's taking time to rest. I don't know if this is a relationship between auntie and niece or nephew, mother and child, grandmother and grandchildren, but you have got this painting above this woman sleeping. I do feel like this is a generational trauma or curse that had been passed down through many, and it's giving divine feminine energy. It doesn't have to be, but it does give divine feminine lineage. So we're talking about the mother's side and what's been passed down through the mother. I don't think this person realizes how much you had to either sacrifice, the blood, sweat and tears that you had to put in to either sever this tie, or the amount of effort that you had to put in to heal yourself. Healing is not easy. And I heard no one said it was going to be. And I think this is what frightens this person in wanting to try. And instead of trying, they're blaming. So we have here the Ten of Wands. I have no idea why I'm just shoving this in your face. It may actually be because this person feels like that. They feel like your success is being shoved in their face. The same as, like, look, we have the Knight of Pentacles here. It's a slow growth. But you got to think, if you have not seen or spoken to this person in a while, if you have limited interaction with this person, maybe, you know, this could be an ex-partner and you share a child, so you only see each other at drop-off. You know, you have them this week, I have them that week. Have they been? Yeah, fine. So they don't really get to see you that much. That Ten of Wands in reverse is like a burden that never ends. So they're watching a glow up. They're watching you almost like unfurl, like a plant, like a flower. They've seen you go from a seedling to this beautiful sunflower, is what I wanted to say. This really tall, beautiful sunflower. And it's irking them, or it's making them angry. And it's misplaced anger, because how can you be angry at somebody else's growth, at someone else's healing, unless you feel personally victimized, or like the fingers being pointed at you because of that person growing? So there we go. This is something about accountability, and this person wanting to avoid accountability, because you know what? It must be the crappiest feeling in the world to have someone say, you are one of the reasons why I feel the way that I do. You may not be all of the reason, but I have trauma. I feel this, this and this because of being in contact with you, or because I tried to, you know, lean on you because you've leant on me and you weren't there for me, whatever it may be. That's a hard, challenging thing to hear. But, and I say, but, come on. And I kind of I want to say my words carefully, because I don't want to offend people at the same time, because I've had conversations with, you know, previous partners where, you know, you end up having arguments and you're like, I don't feel seen, I don't feel heard. And they go, well, I don't feel seen, I don't feel heard. And so you make space for them. Okay, I'll listen to you. Are you going to listen to me? And it's very humbling to be told that you haven't made space for someone, or that you've been too busy doing artwork or schooling or this or that, and that you haven't made space for their emotions. But that's part of growth, and it only works if both parties are willing to not only express what it is that they need to say, but actually hear the other person, not just listen, hear what the other person is saying, and then come to a compromise and actually work together as a team. And I feel like this person here finds that very difficult, because there is a measurement of shame that is coming through from this person, whether it is a family member, an ex-lover, whoever that may be. This 10 of Wands, almost like me wanting to shove it in your face. This person is looking at your growth and going, holy crap, they actually are growing. They are doing really well for themselves. And as much as they may want to be like, well, the only reason that you're doing so well is, and then make up excuses, they know the truth. Of course they know the truth. Denial is not a river in Egypt. They know the truth. They know that they may have been partially to blame for why you have certain wounds. But it's hard to admit it. And this is why we have a lot of like mental chatter. Page of Swords is coming out to the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, this person is watching. They may be watching and taking notes. They may be, I don't know if this person is like social media creeping. You have the Two of Cups coming out. So they're watching and seeing you find more balance in your life. It doesn't have to be balanced with another person. Excuse me, burpee. Definitely confirmation there. That's some energy moving. It doesn't have to be that you are in balance with another person. It can just be that they're seeing that you are having more balance in your life, more balance with your emotions, more balance in the way that you connect with others. And it's vexing them or tearing them up or making them quite upset, because they're like, how have you been able to do this? And I'm finding it so difficult. And it's because our trauma, our wounds, and again, I'm not a therapist. I cannot say this in a professional sense, only from my own experience. Our trauma is like a unique branded flavor of pain that is, it's just for us. And you can be raised by the same mother and same father and have other siblings, and each one of them has different trauma. Each one of them has slightly different things going on, and they're like, well, you never got blah, 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 blah. I'm a middle child, so of course I've got middle child syndrome, My older sibling didn't have that. My younger sibling didn't have that. But with it, there's something here about emotional accountability or accepting certain things, and this person doesn't. They don't realize that it takes years and years and years and years of showing up for yourself. You have the Ace of Wands here. You have the Seven of Wands. The Ace of Wands is an action. The Seven of Wands in reverse is internal struggle. An action. King of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. I think that somebody is going to actually bring in a lot of blessings or a lot of income through expressing the things that they've been through. And this is coming up quite a lot in my readings, whether that's writing a book about your life. It could be having an art installation where you've tried all different types of mixed media to paint the trauma that you've been through. Whatever it is for you, I feel like this person, they're going to be angry. And I don't think that that can be avoided. We can't do things worrying about how other people are going to react to them. Of course, there is always that fine line between what's appropriate and what's not, and not purposely trying to offend others. But your own expression, if it irks other people or it makes this person angry, that is a portrayal of their own energy and their own wounds and not of yours. You have to remember that my readings are timeless. So I can be picking up on present energy right now, past energy, future energy, or a mixture of all three. I feel like there is, there's either a family trait of anger that seems to be coming through, and I see it as red. So this is to do with the root chakra, the base chakra. And if it's not anger, no, it's anger. It's anger. I'm getting anger. And even when I look at the Five of Swords, the sun is red. The guy has a red chest. The words are behind like a backdrop that's red. There is definitely something going on with the root chakra. And we have here the Knight of Cups coming out. Okay. This person may have been very controlling in how you viewed love and affection, because the Knight of Cups is not just romance and someone coming towards you in a romantic stance. This is also to do with how you view love. Well, that's how I see it. How you view love, how you express love. And that this person seems to be very controlling in that. And I should have shown you the moon is underneath there. All to do with emotions. You may have closed the door on something. You may have left it ajar for a very long time for this person. You may have been anticipating this person working on themselves so that they could have worked with you, whether that is romantic, platonic, familial, whatever it was. But they took too flipping long. Or they didn't look at that door as being inviting, because we have the Page of Swords in reverse. The Page of Swords looks at the things that we are willing to learn, the knowledge we're willing to acquire, how we assimilate information. It's also to do with gossip and just communication. It being in reverse, this person was not willing to study something here or take action on something because of fear and because of anger. Now, the book that this person is holding is yellow. To me, this denotes the solar plexus, our place of personal power and joy. The card that fell on the floor was Nine of Swords coming out. The Nine of Swords is in reverse, but I feel like it should be upright for what's going on here. The stress, there's something here about resting and removing stress from how you heal. Because this person is looking at their healing journey as like one massive mountain that's really hard to get over. Like, where do I start? And I mean, that's relatable. When you were first deciding to go, let's say, on to therapy or to journal, what do you write about? What do you talk about? But the minute that you just start talking or writing, it will flow as it needs to. And I mean, I can remember in the past writing a journal many years ago, and I wrote it after like a really rough breakup, and writing for months and months, and I was angry. And I would make sure that at the end of each entry point that I put in, I'd write one thing I was grateful for, until it got to the point where I was writing more in my journal kind of like points on things that I was grateful for than angry. So I changed my own perspective. I'm going to put this Nine of Swords down how it is, okay, which is in reverse. We also have here the Queen of Swords. So this person feels very manipulated. This person is feeling manipulated by seeing how well you're doing. And I don't know whose ancestor said this, but I heard that sounds like a you problem. Not you, as in them. That's a them problem. That's not a you problem. Okay, a little bit of water on my thumb. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. The Fool is coming out. Okay, so this is really someone blocking the way that you view love, vulnerability, matters of the heart. Just matters of the heart, because there's a lot of green, yellow, pink and blue, solar plexus, heart space and throat chakra. The way that we connect and speak upon vulnerabilities that are connected to our heart, be that romantic or not, because love doesn't always have to be romantic. I keep getting familial. It can be familial. Now we have the Devil coming out here. We also have Temperance. But that's giving, right? There's such opposite polarities, even though they go straight after each other. Temperance is 14 and the Devil is 15. I'm going to put the Temperance down here. Someone here has found peace. They found peace in letting go of something here when it comes to their emotions. And they can't stand this. And maybe they feel this. This could be something that mentally they feel. This person may have tried to get into your dreams either willingly or unknowingly or unknowingly. The Devil card here is all to do with the things that hold us back, the addictions, you know, whether that is to do with substances or to do with the things that we put into our body, be that vibrations, mentalities, or, you know, food bases. They're ignoring something here. They're definitely ignoring something within themselves. Why are we being shown this right now? Something about a house. I've got a bone to pick with you is what I'm hearing. I've got a bone to pick with you. Something that I want to say to you. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is coming out in reverse. A lot of cards came out, so I'm only going to take this one. And then you've got the Emperor underneath. There's the anger coming through. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is looking at someone trying to hurry. Again, they're trying to get like a cash out. They want this windfall really, really quickly. It also gives the energy of what is that film that I was talking about in one of my other readings? You know, in Ariana Grande's song We Can't Be Friends, and she's having her memories wiped. It reminds me of the film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's it. Where they're erasing memories of each other because it's easier than having to go through years and years of healing because it hurts too much. That's what I'm getting here. Somebody just wants to forget. Someone doesn't want to have to drudge things up. The Emperor coming out here. This Queen of Swords is angry. There's a lot of anger here. Feeling unhinged. But why have we been shown this? What do we need to know about this? I heard you've done it, you've let go. So something has ended. 8 of Pentacles. You've done something here to let go of this portion of your life. And I think this is just more congratulations. And to kind of sit and pat yourself on the back. Really pat yourself on the back for how far you have come. Because I don't know why it says peas on there, even though these are not peas. But I digress. Having the 7 of Pentacles come out, started as a pentacle, started as nothing but a seed, and it grew from there. And we always talk about like the Ace of Pentacles, this investment, and we're thinking more of like relationships or jobs, but we also, sorry about that, sorry for that break there, but yeah, we're also talking about our mental health. The Ace of Pentacles that grows into this 7 of Pentacles is also about how we plant seeds within ourselves, of how we want to be treated, how we want to show up for ourselves, how we want to have love and respect and to be honoured or worshipped or whatever it may be. But to get that, we have to first feel that for ourselves. And it is scary, and it does take time, and it does take a lot of blood, sweat and tears to get to that point where you feel like that surfer I was talking about, handstanding and doing all of those tricks and making it look like ease. This person isn't seeing this. I think that this is just, know that you've made the right decisions in your life. If you feel like your circle of friends or your circle of acquaintances is so small that it's a triangle, universe was protecting you. Universe was, you know, I'm sorry if you can hear sounds in the background. That's the maintenance person like hoovering outside, vacuuming outside. If you feel like your circle is really small, or that you don't have all the things that you wanted to have by the age that you are, whatever that may be, you're exactly where you need to be right now. Because do you know what? Walking away from people or cutting contact or minimizing contact, that's brave. It's very, very brave, because that's part of self-care. It really is part of self-care. Now, we have the 7 of Swords coming out here to the Ace of Swords. I feel like this person may try. They may actually try to reach out, because this, I got a bone to pick with you. This is trying to start an argument or try to, I feel that this person does not know how to communicate their needs properly. And I'm not even saying that in a horrible way. It's just, I'm getting that they go from 0 to 60 like that. And if you wanted to have a healthy, respectful conversation about boundaries, or it would turn into an argument or a fight, or this person will just go from, you know, saying nothing to getting really angry really, really quickly. And it may also be because this person's never had the modalities or support to actually navigate their emotions. But it's not your job to do that. It's not. The Seven of Swords coming out as a betrayal. It's deceit. It's some sort of untruth coming through, or mistruth. And I'm putting this down over the devil. So this person really is looking no further than their own nose. They are seeing things as either being, you're being immoral, you're fake, you're not being who you actually are. They've definitely painted a picture of who you are, and they may wish to have an argument with you, but this is like the death rattle of an old timeline that we're no longer on. And I just heard B word, please. So we've got the Ace of Swords coming out here. This is a truth, but this could also be communication. I don't know if this person will they will finally understand the truth when it comes to healing, but I think that you have, or you are on your way to understanding that, especially if this is a specific person for you. If you've had a lot of issues with this person, or they've caused a lot of trauma, I think it's having that understanding of why they are the way that they are, and knowing their limitations, and knowing that nothing's going to change. They may have tried to change, but they're too frightened to, and it's not your job to hold their hand. Maybe you're not holding their hand anymore, you know. Three of Wands, you've moved on. Anything else before I go? I heard leave softly. So maybe we can have a look at these cards over here and just see what wants to come out of these. All of them. Okay, let's get all of them. See what wants to come out. What else would like to come out about this, please and thank you. Get back to basics is coming out. Eight of Pentacles. This is something that there is definitely, this may be connecting into one of the first readings that I did in this bunch where I'm wearing this top, because it's talking about somatic release, or releasing something emotionally. We also have the Bull here, and it says don't back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude, but it was in reverse. I feel like this is just being very wise with which battles that we pick and which ones that we don't, with how we respond, or whether we bother to at all, because this person is not going to hear you. They're not going to hear you if you have a conversation. They're going to hear what they want, because they're still stuck very much in wounds that they've been very frightened to look into. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. Financial pinch is coming out in October. So this financial pinch, this person may be feeling like you are, this is why they're getting so angry about your success. There's something about the more that you are having a glow up, the more angry they're getting. And it may be because they're feeling like they're needing financial support. And I know it's not so black and white of just they're angry that you're doing well with money and they're not, and so you must be the B word. It's more than that. There may be a wound that they have when in relation to their relationship with money. There may be that mindset, that lack mindset of always being in poverty, and that may be something that you have lifted, or something that you're working on, which is why it's getting better for you, or why it's going to get better for you. October. So something in October, maybe in October they try to reach out, or maybe this October they will try to reach out. Please know that because my readings are timeless, if you are watching this after it's been posted, months, weeks, years, and it resonates, it's for you. Okay, so whenever October is for you, this person may be trying to reach out then. Can I get one more, please? Two. Okay, two on the table, please. On the table, please. Okay. Sorrow over a loss. There you go. Sorrow over a loss. And it says here, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. This person may feel like this. They may feel the loss of you not being there. And how interesting that both of these are circular, because it seems like you've gone through one portal while they're stuck in another. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated for you and you'd like to see more, and when I post, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell so you can see just that. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, I love you guys. Didn't even have to look. I know I'm making a heart. It's taken me so long to do that with my own handsies, right? Heart kisses. I love you guys. My readings are open. I'm letting people know just because I don't keep them open for very long. I have limited spaces and they go very, very quickly. If you would like to have a reading, a personal reading with me, know that all of my readings are pre-recorded. I do not do live readings because a predominant amount of clients are on the other side of the world, so time zones and everything, it would be crazy to try and do live readings. So it's all pre-recorded. If you have a look in the description box of this video or any of my videos, you will find my email, and you will also find just underneath that email, and I mean just under the paragraph under, will have all of my pricing and all of the different services that I offer. Once you have familiarized yourself with those, get in contact with me and we will work something out together that fits your needs. I love you guys.